My name is Cardrell, or Cardi, and I work here at the Perfect Smiles in Seekonk, and I'm here with, I'll let you introduce yourself.
Oh, sure. So I'm Lindsey O'Hearn, and I am one of the on-site training specialists with the Practice Growth Institute. And so really what we do is we get to go into privately owned medical practices, and we get to teach different systems and processes to make things within the business more effective and efficient, and really empower team members to be revenue producers instead of overhead costs.
Yeah, you really empowered me with a lot of what you did in there.
Oh, good.
You
I'm glad.
Yeah, no, seriously. But what would you say is the importance of implementing these systems in any business that could, like, what would make a business come to you?
Absolutely, that's a great question. So when you have a business, especially privately owned medical practice, you've got the doctor, who is normally the owner of the business, producing in the back, and then you have all of these team members. And so we're expecting someone who never went to business school, who went to school to be a doctor, to also become a business owner.
Exactly.
So part of what we do is coaching to help these doctors really understand how to run a business. And then the other part of it, the training part where we come to the office, is to teach the team different systems and processes to really have the knowledge of what they need to do to grow this business so the doctor can produce in the back and continue to grow. There's a lot of accountability that gets put in there. And then, you know, from training with us for a long time, we always like to have fun.
Oh, yes, we do.
Yes.
Like to have a lot of fun. Now, as far as like going forward with, you know, all these systems and everything, how long have you been doing this? Have you seen a lot of success behind your systems?
Yeah, absolutely. So we are the largest practice doing what we have done. We've won the Townie Choice Award for, we just hit the 13th year in a row, which is awesome. And so our company has been around since 1997. So we've been almost 30 years.
That's good. No, that's good.
Yeah, and everything in our company started with the phones, which was really kind of crazy. Like, as our clients have grown, so has our training offerings. So we have nearly 25 on-site trainings that we're able to offer, and we're able to actually come out to the teams to teach them. And then we also have our team training university, where team members are able to fly to one of our 2 training centers in either Phoenix or Atlanta. They're able to sit in a room with other people that have the same job, either in different parts of the country or different parts of the world as them, and they're able to learn things specific to their role. And then we always have big events where we bring everyone together, and sometimes there's breakout sessions, sometimes there's sessions all together, and it's always a great time with really, really inspiring leaders that get to speak. So, like, so many different things that we're able to do, and it all started from a phone training.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And honestly, just from seeing what you did here today, I can see that you've been doing this, you know, and as you said, you've been doing this for a long time now. I would ask, like, even though with this specific company, you've trained us on our own things, what would you say is you've probably expanded to so many other companies. So would you say that, you know, what you're teaching can be for every company, or is it just for like specific companies?
So that's a great question. So we specifically target privately owned medical practices. So it could be a podiatrist, it could be a plastic surgeon. It's just that the doctor owns the practice. It's not a corporate type business.
Right.
So we work with about 11 different other specialties at the moment. We're primarily dental, but we work with a lot of orthodontists, a lot of chiropractors. And fun fact, we actually started out in the chiropractic field, but then quickly grew in dentistry.
Okay.
But we, the phone training, when Jay Geyer, our founder, actually figured out what this phone training was and this kind of secret recipe to answering the phone, he worked for a chiropractic office when that happened. And so the great thing I think about our trainings is that it's built on business principles and it's applied to medical practices, which traditionally don't know those business principles. And I think one of the things that I've always loved is the impact that we get to have on lives of doctors and lives of their team members and their patients, and this ripple effect that it creates throughout a community. Because as you know, like the things that we teach don't just help you at work, they help you in your personal life as well. So it really makes a profound impact on someone's life.
No, seriously. Some of the stuff that you taught us today, even is something that I will take home with me.
Yeah.
Especially about scheduling and, blocking off stuff in your calendars and making sure that, there's something there that's, always going to remind you of what you need to do. Like your lives are so busy and you're so busy doing so many other things. And sometimes it can marry into your personal life sometimes. So
yeah.
it's very nice to see like the way you structure teaching everybody these things and how it does relate to us in our own personal journeys.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And I think one of the things that I really love about what we teach is anything I teach you, I do myself, right? And I may not be perfect at it, and it's always kind of a journey, but I think that is what makes the systems and processes we teach really real. It's like the trainers all do these things as well and are admitting to be like, oh yeah, I struggle with this one or I struggle with that. And we never expect anyone to be perfect. And it's the progress along the way that actually gets the results for the doctor and is able to help their business grow.
Now, you work with so many different offices. Do you find that these same tactics that you're using in your systems do they have the same results that you're looking for?
Yeah, it's the craziest thing. It's that systems and processes and putting some accountability in there, being consistent in there, that breeds the results. So the things that we teach and do are proven to have results. So it doesn't matter if I'm here in Massachusetts or if I'm in Ireland or if I'm in Australia. I could be in Canada. I could be in California. All the systems and processes we teach work no matter what part of the world that you live in, because everything is really founded and based in basic psychology of how humans work and how processes work.
Yeah, it's so wild to me that, a lot of the stuff that we, you've taught us and like the phrases to use and everything, they do have a little bit more of a pull on, attention, I guess. And, especially in the marketing field, you do need certain phrases to, kind of put a light bulb on in someone's head or make them interested in what you're selling and stuff like that. So I thought that was awesome.
Yeah.
And showing us how that works. And even in seeing it in myself, like saying certain things, I'm like, oh, that does feel a little bit more warm to say or something like that.
Yeah.
So,
it's interesting how sometimes changing a couple of words can make a massive difference on how someone views it. And you don't know things until you know them, right? Like you don't know what you don't know. So having someone come in who like has been able to be in multiple offices in, around the world, it's really helpful to have that perspective because you're working all day in this valley, right? And we're up on top of the mountain being able to look down in. So it's helpful to bring you up and be like, hey, look at it from this perspective and kind of give different meaning to it. And it helps really grow a business.
No, seriously.
Yeah.
That's great. And that's fantastic to hear because I personally think from what I've seen you teach us over the years that it definitely works. Our patients absolutely love us because of you guys. You guys have been a huge help in like implementing a lot of our current systems and we've kept them and they continue to help us expand and grow.
Yeah. And then you just keep growing on them, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's
I love
so many
that.
things to add on to. So it's great. Like our new patient, system is great as well.
Yeah.
I love that we've added on to that for the years and everything, our process and tours and everything. That's been great.
Yeah, I love that too. And I love that, we've been able to help you grow and personally the practice grow and that you guys also have had such an impact on your community because our vision for what we do at Practice Growth Institute is to have 1,000 doctors netting $1 million and giving 10% back into the community. And so the fact that you guys are one of the offices that are, well on the way to being that type of practice is just amazing because it has a profound impact around the world if you could do that.
We definitely owe that a lot to you guys. You guys have definitely helped us for years, and that's great. And I love the relationship that we share with you guys.